Hello crafty budgeters and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. On this channel, we are working to craft a budget and a lifestyle to become debt free. Today, I am going to be sharing with you a new video. I have never done this video on this channel before, so y'all, you're in for a treat. We are going to be talking about how to close out your weekly budget. So I am a weekly budgeter. My husband and I get paid every week, but this process that I came up with can be done on if you get paid on bi-weekly, if you get paid once a month. I'll also be doing a video of how to close out your budget at the end of the month, but I thought it would be helpful. It's a new year. What can I do to make my budgeting system work for me and for me to have even a better understanding of where I am with the budget? I've done a portion of it since I started budgeting years ago, but I've added in another component that I'm going to share. So if you like these types of videos, make sure that you subscribe to the Crafty Budgeter fam. We have fun over here. If you enjoy these videos, make sure that you like and comment. I am loving all of the new fam to the Crafty Budgeter channel. It makes me so happy when I see that you comment and you're like, I joined. Well, not joined, but I recently subscribed, and recently a lot of you have been talking about my voice, which is interesting. But anyway, nonetheless, let's get started. We're gonna jump right in. If you have any questions throughout the video, definitely just put it in the comment and I will try to respond back to you. I want this channel to be very educational and helping you throughout your own process. And so make sure that if there's something that doesn't make sense or you have a question about something, put it in the comment and I will try to respond back to you. So this is my budget for the first paycheck in January, which is crazy. Now that we're going into the second paycheck in January, it's already the middle of January. Like, where is time going? But anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to start to use my expense tracker. So this is the Elevated Life Co. budget book, and at the end of every month there is an expense tracker. And so I've done expense tracking loosely in other years, but for me to be able to get well, actually I do it all the time, but it's mainly like just a quick easy on my phone and just looking at where I'm at, or like looking at the numbers that I have in my wallet. But what I'm gonna do today is kind of walk you through my expense tracking system that I'm going to be doing, and then show you how it relates to then closing out the weekly budget. So I'm actually going to write everything out first. There's no point of me like doing it and then like going through everything. I'll go through everything at the end, but like you don't need to see me write it. I'm going to speed it up, write everything down, and then yeah, we'll go and discuss in a second. So let me bring you in a little closer. Can I get to the... Never mind, y'all. You know what song I was about to sing? Totally not appropriate. Not appropriate at all. All right. And before I actually get started with this, I do want to share that what I started implementing this for the first paycheck of January is that at the end of every day or the end of every couple of days, I have on my phone, I open up Google Sheets and then I will track the expenses. I'll look at either my banking or I'll look at my receipts from my cash budgeting, and I will document where I spent the money and then how much money it is. So that way I keep track and I can figure out at the end of every week how much I'm spending on each category, and then at the end of the month how much monthly I'm spending on each category. So that's how I've done it for this week, and it really worked really well for me. Like before I go to sleep, I just pull up my bank account, or I'll kind of look at my wallet, seeing what I spent for the day or for the week, well, for the past couple of days, and I put it in an Excel spreadsheet and I actually color code it, which I'll show you the color coding system at the end of when I'm finished this. expenses for the week, which it's interesting when you write it all down. I don't know, it's just to see it all in one place. It's kind of cool in a way, but it's also like, okay, this is good to help you see where you are spending most of your money throughout the week. So what I'm going to do now is then color coordinate the different categories. So bills will be in gray. Bills. Ooh. And then you notice that Mr. Crafty Budgeter has a lot on here. There's a lot. So we kind of just revamped our budget, and yeah, he just had some fun this month. So that is why he gets his own separate amount of money that he can spend this month. He didn't use the actual cash. He just used the card. So it is what it is, what happened, and then I just put the money back in from the cash. So I'm going to put all of his stuff in green. Mr. Crafty Budgeter. Like all this. He lives his best life during the week, which you should. You can. But that is why he gets his own separate amount, so then he doesn't mess up my budget. Even though this week was kind of different because he was using the card. But I told him, like, listen here, buddy, moving forward, you will use either, I'll put his money in his own account, and then we have a joint account, and then we have our own, like, separate accounts, and then he could do whatever he wants with it. And so typically I won't have his stuff on here because I don't track it. I don't care what he does. But since we used it, it's nice that I can be like, now listen here, this is how much you spent on yourself for the week. Interesting. Also, maybe like ring it in a little bit. Can we like bring it in just a tad? All right, so then the next one we'll do groceries. So 2 for groceries, and then we'll do eating out. We'll put in purple. Eating out. Then we will do gas. Let's see, we'll do gas in this color. And then miscellaneous in this color. Is this the same? It might be the same color. Oh no, it's like an orange. And then let me see if I can find another one. Oh, I don't really want it to be. We'll just use personal will be in this highlighter color, which, yes. So what I'm going to do now is then go through and with my color coding system. Also, I should have said this. I am not doing the like withdrawal, deposit, ending balance. It just, no one has time for that. But I know some people like it, so that's why we added it to the expense tracker. But it just doesn't work for us, so we're not doing it that way. So what I'm going to do now is then use all of my colors and then figure out how much we spent in these categories for the week, which I've already done in Excel because y'all know I can't necessarily, the calculator and I have a love-hate relationship. I love it because, you know, it adds up my numbers, but I hate it because, like, if you mess up one thing, which I normally do, then all your numbers is wrong and then it doesn't work out. So I've already done it in Excel, on the Excel spreadsheet. Yes, so let's start off with green. Where should I do it, y'all? Should I just do it here? How many colors did we use? What is it, 6 colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang, we used a lot of colors. All right, so we'll do it this way. So this is bills. Oh no, this is Mr. Crafty Budgeter. And let's see. He was living his best life this week. $95.81. Like, come on. Like, what were you? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's why he gets, I have to keep just like saying it over and over again. Like, that's why I give him his own amount, right? Groceries. We spent, let's see, $131.95. And it's gonna bother me that it's not, it probably doesn't bother anyone else but me, but you know, it is what it is. What's next? Bills. We'll go here at the top. And that was okay. And then let's see what else. Eating out. And that was, let's see, $79. $79.55. Let me make sure. 15 plus 13.55 plus 50. 78.55. See, this is why. 78. Let me do it one more time, just in case. 15 plus 13.55 plus 50. Yeah, 78.55. Okay. And then what's our next color? What is this? Well, we won't do grocery gas. What color is gas? Let's see. Color is here. And that was 30. Gas is 30.05 plus 35. Now I'm just like checking on myself every time. 110.05. And then, can y'all see it? Let me move it up a little bit. What is this? We'll do personal. And that is 35.08. And then last but not least is miscellaneous. And that is 11.06. So, y'all, this is, and let's just do key. Or is it called key? We'll do key. Wish I could find another. That's all right. All right, so this gives us an idea of how much we spent for these categories. You can pick your own categories that you track, but looking at these categories, this is where our money went to this week. So then what I will do now is then go in to this, my budget. I will go here and then transfer those numbers into these sections. So let's do that together. Can you, here, I'll bring you down here. Let me move you over. I'll bring you down. So and do the actual. So now we know what the budget is. Now we got to figure out what the actual is and where we are falling with at the end of the week, where we are falling with our budget at the bottom. So this stays the same. Nothing has changed here. Okay, so when it comes to, and actually, I'm just going to take a picture because I don't feel like going back and forth every single time. Well, all right, so, can you see it? Here, I'll bring you in a little bit. Bring you in a little bit closer. All right, so daycare stays the same. All of these are going to stay this. Why did I put a dot there? But I'm not changing it, y'all. Ah, it's going to bother me. 155.00, 790, 1995, nails. And you might be thinking, like, why'd you put nails in there for your fixed expense? Is that a fixed expense? And you know what? Yes, it is a fixed expense because my husband gets we have a membership at the car wash and the gym that comes out every month. That's his treat to himself. So I'm like, you know what, Brittany? You're going to put in something for yourself that's going to be your monthly that's already set in the budget. There you go. I also, this time, at the beginning of the year, you know, it's not spring cleaning, it's winter cleaning, but I had a cleaning service come in, and yes, that I won't have that every month, literally, I won't, but it was like one of those things that I just needed a good place to start, and sometimes it just happens that way. But something that I didn't account for is that another bill came out, which was Apple. And so I didn't have an account for that then, but now I have to account for it here. So that's 40, that's not what it was. Dang, I'm over here needing this white out like it's nobody's business. Now if you know me, that this is messing up my vibe because I like everything neat. Ugh. So when you add all of that up, it comes to what we had here. Well, what we had on, I'm not going to switch back and forth, but it comes to $1,407.50. So now what you do is take your actual minus the actual for fixed expenses, and now that gives you how much remaining. So we have $1,093.50 remaining. There you go. All right, so now let's move over to our variable expenses. Y'all, I thought I pushed the recording button. I totally forgot. I needed to take a pause for a second, and I totally forgot to hit the record button. But pretty much all I went in is I just added the numbers that we got from our expense tracking key into this. So we spent $131.95 out of the $150 that we budgeted, $78.55 out of the $80. We did go over budget for gas. We were under for personal. We spent all of miscellaneous. We put the $100 to our bills, and then we did have to dip in pretty heavily into our buffer, and that is why you have a buffer. There's always a buffer in my account. It's not just this amount, but there's always some type of buffer in my account that comes from just like random stuff that I need. So, and I didn't track it on the expense tracker because it was just things that, it came out of the budget, and it is what it is. And sometimes it's just like that. But so $123.05. And that was just stuff that we need. Y'all, we had an emergency room visit. So we had to pay for that. And so I guess I could have put it on the expense tracker, but it is what it is. Yeah, so y'all, emergency room visits are expensive. If you don't need to go to the emergency room, try not to go. Try not to go to the emergency room. All right, so then adding all of this up, you get $684.49. That is adding this up. So now we take this from this, and it should give you $409.01 remaining. All right. And then you just come down to the bottom, which the bottom stays the same. Nothing has changed for the bottom because that is what we already take out for our stuffing. So $150, $50, 51, 90. Actually, it was I stuffed 95 instead of 94. So let me put that on here, and then $45. I had an extra dollar. So then that all comes to $391 here. And so you take the 409.01 minus 391 gives you, we have $18.01 remaining. So that is how much I have after my weekly budget left in the account. Kind of, we have a little buffer, but out of this weekly budget, I didn't go over, which is awesome, to snaps, $18. And then so when I do my cash stuffing, you know, I'm doing the 0 out challenge. Y'all, if you want to find some easy savings challenges that you don't have to break the bank doing, you use like rollover money or just money you find in like your couch, change you find in your couch, definitely check out my 2023 savings challenge video. I will be doing the 0 out challenge, so I'll be putting $8.01 in that envelope for the month. Well, for the first week of January. So y'all, that is how that's my system. This is the system that I'm going to be using to close out the budget every week. So what I'll do is throughout the week, I'll use my phone to calculate my expenses throughout the day or throughout every couple of days. Then I'll go into here, track it in this expense tracker, give myself the key, the numbers that are here, then I'll transfer that over to my Paycheck one for the actual numbers for me to see how I did. Now, some weeks, I'm just gonna be totally honest with you, some weeks you're gonna be over budget. It just is how it works out. Like, the idea is this budget is a plan. It's a roadmap to help you understand where your money is going and to put your money to your financial goals, whether it's debt, whether it's savings, whatever it may be. A budget helps you to do that because it's your roadmap for where your money is going. We are a zero-based budget family, and it has helped us out a lot. So then next week, well, tomorrow, I will do my paycheck budget number 2 and then do my paycheck denomination breakdown. And at the end of the week, I will go back in and do the same thing. Let me know if you want to see me do these more often, these closeout videos. I might maybe pair them with my like budget setup and maybe not walk you through everything because it takes a little bit of time, but just kind of show you the expense tracker, my key, and then show you my numbers. If that's helpful, let me know, put it down below. But I hope this video gives you one way that you can think about closing out your budget for the week. This same process is what I'm going to do at the end of the month, and I'll go through every one of these paycheck budgets and I'll calculate kind of what we spent on bills, what we spent on these categories, to then see how we are doing on a monthly basis with our budget. But y'all, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the Crafty Budgeter fam. We have fun over here. Yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I hope these videos are really helping you to reach your financial goals and to get you budgeting, because it's so worth it. I'm so happy that we've started budgeting and we've seen so many great results that are happening. And y'all, if you want to see what we are at with our debt, y'all, we started with $175,000 worth of debt in 2020 with the goal to pay it off by 2025. We are definitely going to blow that out of the water and pay it off a lot sooner than that. But if you want to see where we are 3 years later, definitely I'm going to be recording that video within the next couple of days. So make sure that you hit that notification button, subscribe to the channel to see where we are. Have an awesome day. See ya. Bye-bye.